right, so we're diving deep today, ready to break down a Premier League matchup that had some real twists and turns.
Yeah, buckle up.
Brighton versus Ipswich.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a super detailed match report.
Sorry.
Going to really help us unpack all the action.
Excellent.
And it's especially, going back and looking at this one, it's crazy to think this was their first top-flight clash since 1983.
Wow.
Like, talk about a long wait for a rematch.
Definitely.
Coming into this one, Ipswich were riding high,
Yeah.
fresh off those wins against Chelsea.
Right.
And a draw with Fulham.
Right.
So obviously hoping to keep that momentum going and climb out of that relegation zone.
Absolutely.
Brighton, on the other hand, they were looking to break their 4-match draw streak.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a different kind of pressure there.
Mm.
So let's jump right in.
Yeah.
So first half, a little bit of a surprise, I think, for a lot of people, myself included.
Mm.
Ipswich came out with this intensity that maybe wasn't totally expected.
Well, their new manager has really been implementing this high-pressure attacking style since he came on.
Yeah, and you really saw it in those early plays.
Right.
Brighton, I mean, they had more possession, but it was Ipswich that was really testing goalkeeper Mark Verbruggen.
Right.
What really stood out to you?
Well, you saw it right away. They were just all over Brighton, forcing mistakes, and then pouncing on those loose balls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I mean, you look at Nathan Broadhead's shot that Verbruggen just barely saved,
right?
Or Omari Hutchinson almost scoring from 25 yards out.
Yeah.
That's that aggressive strategy.
And it felt like it was all Ipswich early on.
Mm.
The match report talks about this electric atmosphere at Portman Road.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd was just roaring with every Ipswich attack.
Totally.
It really felt like it was just a matter of time before they'd break through.
Yeah.
But then we get to the second half, and we see like almost a completely different Brighton side.
Right, like a tale of two halves.
Yeah, it's like they went into the locker room, figured out, okay, here's what Ipswich is doing. Let's adjust.
Totally.
And man, did they ever.
They came out, they started pressing higher, closing down space, and really just disrupting that Ipswich rhythm that they had built up.
And then, boom, goal.
Just before the hour mark.
And it was beautiful.
Oh, it was a fantastic team goal.
So good.
Yeah.
Yassine Ayari making that run down, right. Matt O'Reilly, that pass was just perfect.
That's sick.
And then Kaoru Mitoma,
yeah,
with the finish, even with that slight deflection off of Leif Davis.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
No.
Just snuck in.
It was like a switch flipped. You know what I mean?
It really was.
Like it was all Brighton.
Yeah, and I gotta wonder, did Ipswich get complacent? Like, did they think, oh, we've got this, we've figured Brighton out?
Because once Brighton scored,
it was over.
They never let up. Mm-hmm. Wow, Pedro, he almost got another goal right after.
Yeah.
And it took a brilliant save from Christian Walton to keep Ipswich even in it.
Yeah, he had a great game, but it felt like Brighton was just relentless.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Jorginho Rutter coming on as a substitute.
Yep.
And he just seals the deal.
Those final minutes,
yeah,
it was great.
That skillful goal, I mean, the report was talking about his awareness.
Yeah.
Just swiveling, finding that loose ball, sending it straight into the net.
2-0.
Clinical.
It really was.
Yeah.
So Brighton, they climbed to 9th place.
Yeah. Ipswich stuck in that relegation zone.
Yeah, they played a great first half.
Yeah.
But
it's a long game.
Yeah.
90 minutes.
What did this match tell us, though, about these two teams going forward?
Well, for Brighton, I think it just reinforces their reputation as a tactically flexible team.
Yeah.
Resilient. Mm-hmm. They can weather the storm.
Yeah.
And they can find a way to win. Yeah. The question for Ipswich is, can they maintain that high-energy attacking style for a full 90 minutes?
Right.
Or will they have to adapt when other teams start to figure them out?
Right.
There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
But that consistency is going to be key.
Yeah. So fascinating matchup. Lots to think about as both of these teams move forward.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Especially for Ipswich.
Yeah.
Can they build on that strong first half performance, or are they going to continue to struggle?
Yeah, is that going to be their downfall?
Yeah, only time will tell.
Exactly.
But I think for fans watching both of these teams, they got to be excited about the potential.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a fun season. All right. That's our deep dive for today.
All right.
Thanks for breaking this one down with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll catch y'all next time for another deep dive.
Sounds good.